contest Toastmasters, fellow guests. When I first heard of this competition, because English is not my first language, I took it literally. I thought that I would have to tell you about my experiences of working with tall people. I thought that's okay, you know, I can tell you about the time that I spent playing in the NBA. You'll say, Yuri, you're not that tall and you're not that athletic. I'll say, I know. But, you see, growing up in Moscow, Russia, I went to specialized music school, where they had administered some medical treatments to me. And as a result, I have an amazing hand-eye coordination, which allowed me to catch the ball anywhere on the court and put it straight into the hoop, which made me a tremendous perimeter threat. Unfortunately, the company that had administered the treatments is in cahoots with Russian mafia, and I have received several invitations. No. Notices. No, that's not the right word. Threats, that's it. Yes. Telling me not to talk about this anymore, so I won't tell you that story. And so I thought I was going to tell you about the time when I was pitching programming to the Food Network. It was going to be great. It was going to be based on another program, on another channel. We were going to call it Trading Spices. It was going to involve two families switching kitchens and cooking each other a delicious meal using ingredients and spices available. Unfortunately, due to the tremendous food poisoning that occurred during the filming of the episode, and everything that comes and goes with that, the show never got picked up, so I'm not going to tell you about that story either. What I am going to tell you instead is how I lost my last job. You see, one of the talents that I have is being able to make special sound effects. I can make birds, like, and horses. And so my last job was doing special sound effects for the National Public Radio program, The Prairie Home Companion. I'm sure you've heard of that. What I did not realize is that as part of the medical treatments, I have developed a slight case of, what do you call that when you have no filter between the brain and the mouse? The Tourette syndrome. And so we were going live on the air, and the cowboys are riding into town, and I'm supposed to do this. But instead, I launched into a long stream of swear words. But because they were in Russian, the editor did not know whether to let it go, to stop, or what to do, and so he let it go. It sounded something like this. Дорогие товарищи, я уверен, что благодаря моему прекрасному выступлению вы сделаете меня бесспорным победителем вашего состязания. Boy, did the show get a lot of mail out of that. And most of it was good. People thought it was kind of an interesting twist on an old sketch where you have cowboys riding into town, and then the horse launches into a long monologue in a foreign language. But then there were some other people who were not as impressed because they spoke Russian. Or you can imagine how long I had my job after that. So, but don't worry about me, all ends well that ends well. Jumped on a plane straight from the frozen Minneapolis and went to sunny South Florida, had a great time. And that reminds me, I got a new job translating from Russian to English. And the first thing I had to translate was what it is that I said at the National Public Radio. And what I said was, dear comrades, I'm sure that due to my excellent performance, you will undoubtedly make me the winner of this competition. Toastmaster?